can't use your spider sense. That's not fair.
Nope, I'm just better than you.
It has been a long day, so if you are going to reprimand me for acting recklessly, do it quickly.
On the contrary, I've come here to congratulate you. We needed that win. We needed it desperately, and you delivered it to us. I want you to know, no matter what happens, you should feel proud of yourself for what you did today. You put my sister in her place and saved an Avenger while you were at it. You deserve all the kudos you can get.
I am just relieved that we were able to uncorrupt Banner and bring him back safely to the Abbey.
It's a wonder he's even alive after an ordeal like that. It must have been quite an encounter you had with Lilith. I can see it in your collar. It seems to be on its last legs.
I do not want you to worry about me.
Well, that's not happening.
Have faith. It will hold.
This isn't the time for faith. It's about to crack in too, and there's nothing I can do about it. The collar you wear around your neck is irreplaceable. This is it. There are no replacements. It took all my ancestral powers to create it for you. Every last drop. There is nothing left. So in case you were ever wondering why I'm not Super Sarah, now you know. I gave up all my powers to protect you.
Sarah, I did not know. Your sacrifice. I do not have words to express how much it means to me. You are indeed Super Sarah.
You can repay me by doing everything in your power to prevent it from breaking completely.
You have my word. Even if I have to use chewing gum and a paper clip, this collar will hold.
Not sure if that's making me feel any better, but I appreciate the sentiment. I should consult with Agatha in the library, see if there's anything else we should prepare for as the prophecy approaches. I suggest you check in on Banner. I believe he's in the forge. I have no doubt he'd want to meet the warrior who saved him. Oh, and Hunter, good job today.
All right. I'd like to make a toast. To Wanda, who not only put Lilith back in her place, but brought back our friend Dr. Banner.
More like mopped the floor with him.
I know I speak for the rest of the Avengers when I say, thank you. We couldn't save the world without you.
To Wanda! To Wanda!
To Wanda.
And the next generation of heroes who've so graciously hosted us, the Midnight Suns. There's hope for the future as long as people like you are fighting for it.
Aw, Steve.
It just now struck me how relieved I am that Bruce is back here with us. I guess I didn't realize how some part of me must have given him up for lost.
Are you going to be okay?
Me? I'm feeling better than I have in days. Listen, we've all faced our share of defeats and setbacks lately. And trust me, I know we've got a long way to go before we can call it a night. But right now, I want to let you know how proud I am to be serving alongside you and watching your leadership.
That feeling goes both ways, Cap. Your moral character is unparalleled, which is essential in times like this.
Ah, hey. You're gonna make me blush redder than the stripes on my uniform.
It appears that when you feel your feelings, they run quite deep.
I could go on, but I probably shouldn't. There's still so much to do.
And not enough hands to do it.
At least we gained a couple more. Hands, that is. 4 more if you count Bruce and the Hulk as separate people.
Hey, Hunter. Are you looking for Blade? He's, busy.
Yeah, busy at night.
Also, if you're looking for Captain Marvel, she's also busy.
And she's also outside.
If you happen upon them, with Peter's fault.
What? You gave the whole thing away.
We could have set up shop at my place in the city. It's not as creepy. Looks like Stark Enterprises is getting into the Midnight Suns branding trade.
Oh my god, Nico, what are you doing?
Having celebratory drinks with coworkers.
Where is Nico and what have you done with her?
She was too emo and gothy, so I traded her in for a happier, peppier model. Like one of those anarchist cheerleaders.
A cheerleader? Things are worse than I thought.
Oh, calm down. I'm not cheering for a high school football team. I'm cheering for you and Wanda. You two knocked Lilith on her ass and managed to jailbreak Banner's brain and bring him back. You both freaking killed it today. Told you everything would get better once Wanda was back.
I just hope the encounter did not take too much out of her. It takes a lot of power to best my mother.
I wouldn't worry too much about Wanda. I mean, next to Carol, she's probably the most powerful person here. And if you didn't know that already, it should be Crystal after today.
I still never thought I would live to see the day.
It's just... we're actually starting to feel like a real family. Maybe a somewhat dysfunctional family with a ton of issues to work through, but still a family.
Seeing you become closer to your Avengers colleagues brings a smile to my face. You have become more positive, and I welcome the change.
Not too positive. Remember, the words family and felony are synonymous to me.
Well, here is to this family not committing felonies against each other.
Ha! Here's to being cycle breakers. What are you doing still talking to me? Wanda totally needs your attention.
You sure?
Yeah, I got Cap to keep me company.
Good talking to you, Nico.
You too, Hunter. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it.
Wanda gave Big Green exactly what he deserved. Probably ticked off Lilith, too.
If you're here to be angry with me, I've been making excuses to people for years, trying to reconcile the great things I've done with the terrible things the other guy has done. But this time I have no excuses. I was the worst monster, not him.
Well, 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 look who's poking around Santa's workshop. Don't mind us. We just wanted to make sure you were getting cozy at your new haunted home away from home.
I guess this is where the yelling starts.
Nobody wants to play the blame game.
Correct. We are here to welcome you back, Bruce, not to yell at you.
Yeah, and to figure out what we need to do if we're going to face Lilith.
Hopefully Bruce has some first-hand knowledge that could help us.
Wanda,
There's no need for apologies. You're back now. You're home.
That's right, feel the feels later. Right now, it looks like Bruce could use a little help.
All I have are ideas right now. Lots of ideas. And no clue how to get started.
Uh-oh. Doc, know what this means?
Could this really be?
Oh, you know it. Time to pull an old-fashioned Avengers all-nighter.
I haven't had one of those since we had to brainstorm ways to smash Ultron sentries a few years back.
I remember that. Good times.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Can't thank Wanda enough for giving Bruce the old come-to-the-light treatment.
Ah. Hey, come on. Let's toast.
Did you not just have one?
Yeah, but not with you.
What should we toast to then?
I don't know. There's so much to be happy about right now. You pick.
How about a toast to the safe return of Banner back to the Avengers fold?
Right. Let's drink to the guy who treated me like his magical lab rat for weeks.
No, Wanda. I want to drink to you saving him. You not only vanquished the Hulk, but you broke the spell my mother had over him.
I did really kick his ass, didn't I?
And I am sure he is grateful to you for it, just as Stark and Strange and the rest of his friends are.
Fine. Let's drink to the Hulk being back with his Avenger pals. May he never go Bad Banner again.
So, how did it feel to face Lilith again? Was it as easy as you made it look?
I won't lie, I didn't think I could do it.
But you did.
Yeah. Feels kind of surreal. You know who I wish was here right now to celebrate?
Who?
My dad and brother. I wonder what they would say if they saw me now. Saw who I grew up to be.
If I were to guess, they would not care about your power or accomplishments. They would be more interested in your happiness.
Then they would be in for a major disappointment, because I'm not a happy person. Not by a long shot.
You seem in good spirits right now.
I am, for the moment. But let's be honest. I am far, far from the perky, well-adjusted sitcom housewife with the 2.5 kids in the house with the white picket fence we idolized growing up in Transia.
Those women were happy trapped behind a white picket fence? That sounds like some sort of medieval female enslavement.
Okay, I concede. In reality, no one is that happy. But on the screen, they represented everything happiness was supposed to be, and everything I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I've been cast as too many different characters in my life, and don't really know who I am, or who I'm supposed to be. Am I Wanda Maximoff, sweet-natured orphan from Transia? Or the scary Scarlet Witch? Because hell if I know.
If it matters to you, I think the most important role in life you can play is yourself. In your case, just Wanda.
I need to figure out who this Wanda is first, before I can play her properly.
You will have time for that. I mean, you will have time if Chthon does not consume it first.
Ew, he's planning on eating time too? I heard he was the Elder God with the eating disorder, but I thought he had some taste.
He wants to devour everything and redecorate the universe with his image. I am fairly certain that is the very opposite of having taste.
Then we've definitely got to stop him. It's been great knocking back a few, but I should probably finish this drink and find some way to recharge. Fighting your mom really zapped my energy.
It is quite something you were able to escape Lilith's control.
That means so much to me right now. Thank you for bringing me along to strike back at Lilith.
You truly are a soldier of the finest order.
You are truly too kind.
Feels like a moment for a toast.
I take it you've talked to Banner.
I have.
How do you think he's readjusting?
I did not know Bruce that well before he fell, but he seems to be reacclimating in his way.
Yes, but is he all right?
In time, I am sure he will be.
I still can't believe you and Wanda managed to bring him back. As I said before, this is a major win for us. We have the Hulk back on our side. It seems the tables have finally turned on Lilith.
Good to see you so optimistic for a change.
Cautiously optimistic. Well, I should probably get back to Agatha. She's been reminding me that it's okay to enjoy the wins when they happen. I suggest you do the same. Your collar can't take much more exposure to Chthon's dark radiance.
We've got reports coming in from multiple countries on multiple continents. This crisis truly is worldwide in scope.
Finally figured that out, did you?
Welcome to my barracks, as I like to call it.
Reminds you of your war days, huh?
The smell is the same. Old socks, anticipation, and sometimes fear. I was just a kid when I joined the army. I never thought my war days would come to an end.
If you could, would you have made a different choice?
There are plenty of decisions I wish I could change, but not that one. I can't imagine not enlisting against the Nazis. I'm not one to sit on the sidelines when evil's knocking down our door. As much as I hate to say it, maybe war is our destiny. We're both soldiers who've been plucked from our timelines and thrown into it over and over again. Maybe this is what we're supposed to be doing, fighting an endless war.
I do not know, Steve. I believe that one day there will be a world without war.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're more optimistic about it than I am.
Seriously, Steve, imagine a world ruled through peace. You could do anything you wanted to do.
I'd just find another cause to fight for that didn't require the use of my fists or my shield.
Like?
I don't know. Probably some social justice nonprofits or something to do with stopping climate change.
You are never going to stop saving the world, are you?
No, and neither are you. You're about the closest thing I have here to a co-captain. We might not be able to end all wars, but if you keep walking the walk, we'll be able to end this one.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
It's green.
And I thought the smog in LA was bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should be breathing this air.
It's gamma radiation. It's fine to breathe, as far as I know.
Yes, but it gives the sky quite a beautiful tinge of color, doesn't it?
Like the sky before a storm.
Anyone want to tell me what I'm looking at?
The storm is almost here.
And so is the midnight sun.
The prophecy is almost complete.
Chthon is making his way into our dimension.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. We have work to do.
Hunter, we should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I removed the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
That cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
Explain your theory.
I already told you I can, pardon the simplified expression, read her mind. This isn't theory. These are her thoughts. Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
May I ask you about the Hulk?
Of course.
When did you first transform into the Hulk?
Years ago, I worked on a device based on Howard Stark's original gamma accelerator. There was an accident, and I soaked up so much radiation I should have died on the spot. Instead, it unleashed a green-skinned manifestation of rage from within me. When I came to my senses, I realized what I'd become. I knew I couldn't be around people. To lose control like that, it still terrifies me. Yet, when I become angry or subjected to intense pain, Bruce Banner retreats for the duration.
Are you and the Hulk different people, or is he an aspect of your personality?
I've heard contradictory conjecture from hundreds of experts. You see, I'm psychologically fascinating. Everyone has a pet theory. At this point, I think of the Hulk as a different person. Yet I also take full responsibility for his actions. It's why I betrayed him so deeply by working with Lilith. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. In a way, I'm his keeper. He doesn't really understand what happened, but I decided on his behalf, like I always do, and very nearly killed his friends.
Does the Hulk have any thoughts about Lilith?
He finds her... There's some... attraction.
The Hulk has the hots for my mother?
Yes, but he remembers she tried to hurt his friends. That makes him angry. And for the Hulk, anger always wins out.
I had questions about the Avengers.
Go ahead.
What led the Hulk to join the Avengers?
The way Tony tells it, they spent so much time stopping the Hulk from destroying cities, they offered him a job so they could keep tabs on him. But really, they need Bruce Banner. Yes, the Hulk is good to have around when Ultron attacks or Skrulls invade, but my expertise gives the Avengers a crucial edge.
And what is that?
I plan ahead, develop contingencies and worst-case scenarios, solve impossible equations. I'm the only one who thinks it all through. Well, I was.
What do you think of your fellow Avengers?
Before all this, the Hulk and I respect Steve. Strange is fine, but he can aggravate the Hulk. Carol and I don't see eye to eye about where the Avengers should focus our efforts. Still, we're friends outside of work. Plus, she knows how to make Hulk laugh. And Thor? I always appreciate his crass charm. The Hulk likes him because he doesn't need to pull his punches when they're play fighting.
What about Tony?
Ah, Tony. He knows full well the Hulk can reduce him to a fine Saul's of mist. Yet he constantly pokes and prods. You'd think he was trying to provoke me. But we both respect him for that. He treats us like any other person. He knows what we are, and he's not afraid.
Will the Avengers forgive you for what you did?
Usually I wake up to discover what terrible damage the Hulk has caused. The team always understood and supported me in their way. It's a very different situation. You ask if they will forgive me? I don't know if they should.
But is it possible?
It's possible. But if so, it won't be soon. Nor should it be.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the Forge immediately.
Yes, Hunter?
Thanks, Bruce.
Goodbye, then.
And it was glowing this way when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier. Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this God Killer can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative
is too grim to consider.
All right, then let us find out what this God Killer is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil. Please get us started, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steaming coil in the hall. This is some of my best work.
Always a pleasure.
Hulk, try not smash. No pain, no gain.
S.H.I.E.L.D. saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers-level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof. I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
I'm at a loss, Wanda. It's everywhere right now. People are dying at their hands. Yeah, so the Midnight Sun has arrived. Despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I agree. Life is too precious. We must save everyone we can.
I thought you'd agree.
Hydra is everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you. But I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I have dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting. Don't just stand there. There are lives out there that need saving.
Bunazua.
There's my... The Avengers hotline was a terrible idea. Poor end-to-end customer satisfaction.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holes.
Does slumbering giant refer to Banner, Chthon, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other.
What?
After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
Hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride!
Both you and Blade seem rather unfazed about the imminent invasion of this dimension by a homicidal elder god.
Oh, this is not the worst Armageddon scenario I've lived through.
Just how many have you been through, Carol?
You mean the end of this world, or are we talking other planets too?
All of the above.
Let's put it this way. I lived through a time literally called the Age of Apocalypse.
That sounds rather stressful.
It was, but there comes a point in every cataclysmic event when you just have to let go and, I don't know, roll with it. All you have to do is be ready to fight for what you care about when the time comes.
I will stand ready to fight for life then. And when I say life, I mean Charlie.
That dog is totally adorbs. Well, half dog. What is he? A demon dog?
I believe the breed is technically called a hellhound.
Right. Well, I'm fighting for my fur baby too. Call me a crazy cat lady, but I am not going to let some hangry elder god eat Chewie. Or your dog. Not on my watch.
We must all draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Pet eating is definitely mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll face Lilith soon enough.
What should I do between now and then?
How you spend your possibly last moments on this version of Earth is your choice. I, for one, have always been curious about what's really under the hood of Robbie's ride, and tonight, I'm determined to find out.
You look cool, calm, and collected, considering the circumstances.
Keeping a cool head is kind of my thing, but you know that. I'm telling you, Hunter, I don't know what's coming next, but I do know when the shit hits the fan with Chthon, there's no other place I'd rather be than parked right here with my friends.
I could not think of a more honorable band of heroes to spend the end of my days with, myself.
Same. We gotta make the most of the good times while we can. Because when the shit gets unreal, we might not have any time left.
I'm not even sure demonic horde is the appropriate term. I gotta ask Nico for a refresher on occult terminology.
How do you feel about taking down an elder god?
Can't run from the devil, as my abuelita would say. So better grab it by the horns and, well, the next part isn't safe for work. Mi abuelita is a real spark plug.
And are you prepared for the less desirable scenario where we do not make it?
Nope, I'm in complete denial. It's gonna go like this. Save the world, go home, give my brother a big hug, throw a barbecue for the neighborhood.
Do you not have greater aspirations? Trust me, after you defeat a deity, you will be hungry for your next challenge.
What? You got another dark god up your sleeve? You're hard to impress, Hunter. Beating this one's gonna give us street cred for ages.
Perhaps, but you can do much more. Fend off supernatural threats, safeguard Earth from a foreign invasion, or even simply be your town's protector.
Sounds like a lot of extra work. I see why Blaze didn't like avenging.
And how are you passing the time until our big moment?
I tuned the Hell Ride for the 4th time. I read the last page of all my comics just in case. And, you know, trying to be chill before my head catches fire. Maybe I should do a 5th tune-up.
The best way for me to help Aunt May, MJ, everyone back home is to be here. But being here, I just wish I was back with them. They worry about me. But the only way to ensure nobody gets hurt is to throw myself at the big, scary, Lilith-shaped problem.
We are Defenders.
No way, you were in the Defenders too? Doctor Strange recruited me once, but he told me it was a secret. We were secret Defenders. Oh, wait, does that mean I shouldn't have told you? No, pretend I didn't say anything.
It is not easy, Peter. With or without a mask, people worry about us, and we worry about them.
Sounds about right. I just wish I could warn them, you know? Something. Oh, my fault.
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summon abominations from the other side.
Still want to fight Hulk? Friends can't help you.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. About time. looking at me?
Digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
I've been waiting. Ready now.
Their intent is clear. Prepare yourself. This should aid me in my fight. Not bad. Great. Not bad.
Scared yet? Done waiting.
We don't fear death.
That's one Mystic out.
Crude.
They're calling something forth. You need to stop them.
An enduring pain.
Well, Granny hit harder than that.
You dare persist?
that. That must have taken practice.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
Make this quick.
Good smash!
Nice move.
This is not good.
Change their minds. Perhaps there's a bounty on Sorcerer Supremes?
Time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
Let's try.
Loyalty.
Never gets the job done. I'm done with you. I've got a reputation to protect. I wasn't even trying that hard.
That was really something.
Can't keep going.
Let's give it a go. The light shines on the most dutiful. This won't end well. Watch closely. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight. You've invoked the wrath.
What to mention you shipping them off to this time? That must have taken practice.
We serve until the end.
I'm tough, not invincible.
I could just probe the depths of your mind. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. A gift from ancient traditions.
We've done it.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
I have some words to contribute.
Konit? Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet! Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens' plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Bună ziua!
You're dragging a bit.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
Whatever it means, we have to hope it is a good thing. Because the alternative
would be yet another potentially world-ending threat for us to deal with. And this one would be right here under our noses.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
I do hope your workmates are treating you well.
Oh yeah, we've got a real dysfunctional office vibe going on back here. But if I had to pick one coworker who I said was my absolute favorite, I would have to go with Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace.
You prefer the demon in the forge to Strange?
Well, Babs is surprisingly helpful, especially for an evil entity that keeps whispering, "Kill them all," in my ear, over and over again.
Tony, should I be worried?
Well, just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Do not scare me like that.
I scared the 300-year-old demon child of Lilith? I can die now.
You keep pulling pranks like that, and you might.
The look on your face right now, priceless. But not as priceless as it will be when you see what we've been burning the midnight oil over.
What have you been working on?
Top secret. I'd send you an NDA, but I'm pretty sure my executive assistant is Lillian now. Plus, I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. So, sorry boss, but you'll just have to wait.
I do not like waiting, or surprises.
And I used to not like magic all that much, but here we are. Don't worry, you'll get the big reveal in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I better get back at it.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah.
Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning.
Agatha and I... That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
Good to see you, Hunter.
So, Seraph,
Why did you not tell me, Mother?
the decision to sell my soul was mine alone. I never wanted to make you feel responsible for the sacrifice I made.
But you did it to save... me.
A mother would do anything to protect her children. I am no different. I love you, child. I'd do anything for you. All I ask is for you to make it all worth it and stand by my side.
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
I know you believe it, but I fear your love is a poison.
Oh, child. The world is poison. I am its antidote.
You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Done with all this mysterious secrecy business. And you have got to get over it too.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony. How may I assist you today?
Isn't about me trying to be mysterious, Ileana.
Then tell them. Tell them what you know about the God Killer. Right now.
I will, but I need to do it in my own way.
Oh, you are so frustrating.
Yes, Tony feels this. Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
If you are not ready to share information with me, then I trust you to let me know when the time is right.
I appreciate your confidence in us. However, I fear the time may never be right. Perhaps I should tell you now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Cthon, it's made of Cthon.
I'm sorry. This is somehow worse than what I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
Throw it away so quickly, when we barely understand it or what it could do?
You're right, I'm only speaking about my feelings on the matter. Whatever this weapon can do, we need to know. It may be our last hope.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Cthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Always a pleasure.
Evil doesn't take time off. Neither.
Do your thing.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.